tell you, whatsoever here, I'm going to say the truth between me and God, the Almighty. I'm leaving, I will die. Maybe next minute, I don't know. So I should say the truth. What happened? Somebody somewhere took a motor bicycle and went into that village. I cannot remember even the name of the village. He went into the village. I think he stole 2 or 3 animals, and he was chased. He abandoned the motor bicycle. The motor bicycle fell on these animals, and they died. Now, when that happened, in that very village, there are 2 factions. They are rivals, seriously. Now, the owner of those animals and her faction take the motor bicycle to their own and say if they did not see their animals, then they are going to sell the motor bicycle. Then the other party went to Sarengai to report to say, yes, these people have beaten somebody, he has run, whether dead or alive, nobody knows, but they have seized the motor bicycle. I understand the Sarengai police went there, but it was nearly a big trouble because they said they were not going to hand over this motor bicycle. But I have the respect of the whole Basel people, the whole A to Z. Whenever I utter anything, it's widely respected. So I called those parties there in that village. I said, come to Basel and come with the motor bicycle. They came, I met with them at the police station. I said, now, I called the station officer and my deputy. The station officer was Babukar Jammeh. He has retired. He's seriously sick at the moment. Seriously sick. You understand? And very sick. Babukar Jammeh from, I think, Alakunda or somewhere around there. Babukar Jammeh. They cannot even open the eyes, cannot talk. So, I called him and the deputy, and I called this aside. I tried to explain to them, translate the law to them. That, look, an offense is committed. Good. The police need to investigate the matter. That is exactly what is supposed to. All is your right. But equally, it is not your right to seize that motor bicycle and keep it in your home. This is an exhibit. I say, okay, but you know the problem is we don't trust the Sarengai police. I say, oh, good. Now is Farmer Jallo talking to you now? If you don't trust those people, do you trust me? He said, yes. I said, okay, fine. I told the station officer, Jammeh, now, take over the motor bicycle, get to your station, book it in the diary, and give them the reference number and investigate the case. I say, from time to time, you complainant, from time to time, come to this man, he is the station officer here. Come to him, ask him what. From there, I think not even 1 month, I transferred back to Congo here. One fine day, somebody called me, asking of the motor bicycle. I said, but things don't work like that. I told you in everybody's presence that your case is now with this man. You don't have trust and confidence on the side of the police. Now I hand you over to the station officer, Basse, and they are going to investigate. And me, since then I left Basse, I am not going to live with the motor bicycle. And when I was living the motor bicycle with it, and that it was booked in the diary, and a reference number was given to you, the diary reference number of that, the handing over of the motor bicycle. So what next do I have to do? I'm finished with there, This is what exactly had happened about that motor bicycle. And for any other robbery or we are anyway talking about animals, not about robberies. Is that not so?
Be interested in animals.
Fine. Okay, then we will just park aside those robberies. But to tell you that it was very tense. It was people with AK-47 who will just go and be attacking people at night, killing them. And they would call Farmer Jallo, the bandits are here, come. And when I get some around the army, some people say, voluntary, if you want, go with him. If me, I'm not going. Because it was fire to fire. And this is all what I did. I auctioned myself for the people of Basse, for all those things. And I'm from a family. And they don't want to lose me. So somebody who have done that, you think I would meddle with a motor bicycle or a ram? So these are all what had happened in Basse. The motor bicycle, Dabo don't know nothing about that motor bicycle.
Commissioner, we'll give you more opportunity to say more light on it. But we want to bring you back to the issue of this motorbike. You've told this committee that you've handed over the motorbike to the then SO1 Babakar Jata.
Jamme.
And you asked him to put it in record and give the reference numbers to the
complainant.
To the complainant. Yeah. When you were doing it, we understand this Babakar Jamme is currently very, very ill. Was it in the presence of any other officers?
This is a long time. I cannot remember. But I never wanted to hurt the complainant, because these are civilians who are not afraid with the law. And in talking to them, you need to at least try and explain to them, be nice to them, so that they can understand. And it's as a result of that, I asked, so let's go aside, so that at least they will not feel threatened. They are free to say anything they want to say in my own presence.
So
and
in short, I don't mean to cut you short. So in short, you did this, the SO and yourself and the,
yes.
And in the absence of other officer or
yeah.
the SO's deputy. Then,
yes.
Or that one to go. Okay. So members,
allow him to exhaust so that we can continue with what was done.
To exhaust, I prefer you.
The menu is about this motorbike.
When you ask questions, it's better, because if I want to explain until I exhaust, we'll be here until 10.
The judge doesn't want to put so I saw a hand. Did I see your hand?
Yeah,
you want to make an observation?
Yes.
All right. Madam, Honorable Madame la Députée, vous allez poser une question. Voilà.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Sorry for coming late, and thank you very much for answering to this committee. You said you did not have any witness when you were talking to these civilians, according to your narration. So, do you think that that was the best approach? And if so, if not, why did you do that? Because if you say you didn't have anybody who can witness that you were talking to them, so how can you justify this?
I do not say.
If you don't understand, you can ask.
Then you don't throw more light. Then
that's good. This is it. I did not say I have no witness, and equally, it was not Farmer Jallo as commissioner to investigate. But when I feel something is being handled in a way and the people concerned are not happy, then they can always seek for redress. And that I was the toughest man there. When I brought these people at the police station, because the complaint does not belong to Basse police. This is about jurisdiction. It was for Sarengai. I brought them and invited the station officer and my deputy, the deputy commissioner of police, Modu Danzo. He has retired. You understand me? And instructed, me I did not hand over. I instructed, I used my powers.
the discretion.
My powers to tell the station officer, take over the motor bicycle and book it in the diary. For Basse. Because they say they don't have confidence on the people of Sarengai.
Yeah, that's what, okay.
So if they don't, and I still now want to send them there, it's going to cause more trouble. I say no. Now, SO Basse, take over the motor bicycle, put it in the diary, and take the diary reference number and give it to them for tomorrow. And I told them, I may be transferring today, tomorrow, or any time. But whatsoever you want to know about this case, go to this station officer. We are all there. Go to the station officer and ask. But it would not be lawful for you to handle that motorcycle in your house. This is the law. There is a law.
Would you like to confirm to us what you told him was what the SO did by putting it right? Can you confirm whether he did that? Would you like to tell us whether? You asked him to.
I asked him to book it in the diary.
Give them the reference. Would you like to confirm to us whether that was done?
Yeah, I am not support. I want to believe yes, it was done, because those people will not play with my instructions.
Thank you very much, Commissioner, for granting, honoring the invitation. If I may got you right, during your testimony, you mentioned that you used your discretion to authorize somebody to go and collect the motorbike from the complainant who sees the motorbike and take it to the police station. Were you in a position to use the same discretion to talk to these people when you even leave the place? Because if you authorize them to seize this motorbike and you later got a call from somebody that maybe they were not playing the card well, were you in a position to call them and told them that how far are you with the case?
I did not send somebody to seize any motorbicycle.
So I get you right. Let me read you. Yes. You say you send your men under your command to go and ask them to bring the motorbike because
no, I did not. I did not. Now let me help you. I'm here. Don't worry. I'm here. I can clarify everything.
Okay.
When everything happened, they refused to hand over the motorbicycle to Sarengai police, and the SO Sarengai police called to say, this is what is happening there. I say, don't go there. Stop, don't go there. I will talk to them directly. When motorbicycle.
And they did.
And they did. Now that this motorcycle does not belong to them, despite they lost their animal, but this is not the way that they can receive compensation or whatsoever, the payment of their animals. The law is there. I said, come here, and they came with the motorbicycle. They were here, the station officer there, and Danzo, my deputy. I said, look, SO, they don't have confidence on Sarangai police. Now, take care of the motorbicycle. And the motorbicycle was parked around the SO's veranda at Basse police there at the station, because SO was resident in the station. I said, now, take care of it, book it in the diary, and give them a reference number, because if it goes too long, you may not remember. There are so many diaries. But when you have your reference number, which will tell you it was on a Friday, 10th January at 17:15 at this hour, and it was ABC was the relief commander. Say, give it to them.
Yeah.
For that
yes,
person,
thank you very much. Commissioner,
yeah.
I believe as the commissioner of the area, all operations are done under your command. I think now you will get me right. If you assign the men to keep the motorbike in the police station, and you later receive a complaint from this victim that they were not treating them well, did you make any follow-up with the Basse police station to see what happened?
No, it is in a different way again. I was Commissioner Basse, URL. Until that happened. Until we did all what I thought I was supposed to do. From there, I was transferred from Basse to Banjul. You understand me? Yeah. And now, I have no command in Basse. But when they spoke to me, somebody called me. I say, get back to the station officer Basse. Because by then, the person who received the motorbicycle has retired long years. He is not there. But now, if that man is not there, there should be another station officer. Now, but yes, still, it's a continuation. Let him go there and find out from the other station officer. This is how things work. But if I am just in combo here, I can no more just tell them the condition of the motorbicycle, because it was handed over to safe hands by the time I was leaving.
Well, perhaps we'll restrict you to that last question, and we'll come here. You have to start now.
Yes. Commissioner,
Thank you very much, Commissioner Jalo.
No,
No, hold on. That's probably that will be her last.
Yes.
Okay, I'll come back to
yes,
that.
I just want to get this point clear. Because maybe I don't have a security background and I wanted to be guided.
I will.
Yeah. If you've been transferred from Basse to Banjul, do you have any consultation work with, like for instance, because you leave a case there, which you are a living witness to, and you transfer to Banjul, and this pending case is still going on. With all the effort you've been doing in Basse, but these people, they feel that if you leave, they were not treated well, because the case is still pending there, they didn't get justice. So this is why this man called you. And you say when you leave that place, you have no jurisdiction over those people. But I say whether you are in a position to communicate to them, because I know you people are there to save people and to maintain the peace and stability. Whether you are able to communicate to these people, to tell them to fast track the case, even though you are not there, or that station officer is not there, but you are a witness to it and this motorbike are there. Whether you did that follow up or not.
No, I did not.
You did not. Okay.
No.
Thank you very much, Commissioner Jalo. In your testimonies, you just mentioned that the communities have no confidence on the police in Saragai. If you could tell me the reason why, as the commanding officer in that area.
I want to believe it's only those who say they don't have confidence who can tell why.
No, of course you should be able to.
No. They don't have confidence on the police. It's not me to explain why they don't have confidence. They should tell us why they don't have confidence, and we investigate. But you don't have confidence on him, and it is me to explain about that. That would be difficult.
Okay. Can you please give us an estimated number of cattle cases, theft cases reported and successfully prosecuted during your tenure?
No, I cannot, because you see, in the police, there are sections here and there. You understand me? A complaint would be registered at the police station. And on the counter, they would take statement, they would investigate. If it is a matter for the CID, it would be sent to the CID and all whatnot. After, it will go to the assistant station officer for clarification to check whether the docket is in order or not. And he would forward it to the station officer. And the station officer would go through it, check whether there is a case. Then, he would also minute it to the OC. And it stopped at the level of the OC, not the commissioner. Commissioner only murder cases and rash and negligent act causing death. These are the files going to the commissioner. But for cattle theft and all other complaints, would just stop at the level of the OC. So, based on that, I cannot sit down here and tell you the number of cattle theft, but I can remember maybe the major ones that I was involved directly. Because of the nature of those cases, I need to go. This is what. This is why I went up to Tambacounda.
It's not just a big person to me.
Just one more question. Okay, in your testimony, you just mentioned that 40 heads of cattle have been stolen.
No, not cattle. These are small ruminants.
Small ruminants have been taken, stolen to Senegal. All right, 40 of them. All right, and
more than over
40.
than over 40.
Over 40.
Over.
All right, but can you specifically tell us the village that it was stolen from? Because it has not been mentioned.
I cannot remember the village, but I think I can remember talking to Jarga Choke. He was the alcalo, and I think he also have animals among the lot. And they made at the arrangement to go to Tambacounda to go and receive these animals, independent of me, because already I went there. I made all necessary arrangement with my counterparts there, together with the governor, and the floor was level for them to go and receive their animals. And this is all what I have done. I cannot get the accused person because they would not in those days hand over the accused person. But the animals were handed over to
Chair. I just want
I want
one
to
question.
beg, otherwise I'll offend.
Let him wait. I just want to have a question here. Mr. Commissioner.
You're giving me granted leave.
Yes,
Yeah.
this question is very interesting and it's very important and it's going to help your predecessors over there. I don't know what mechanism did you put in place to recover these cattle from Tambacounda.
the mechanism that I used was my bilateral relations, and most of the high command there, where my squad mates, I did my courses for 2 years in Dhaka, and we are studying together. We know one another. It remains a family. And as a result of that, I am able to pass through them to get whatsoever I want. For anybody who must have committed an offense in the Gambia and you run to that side, if it is a Senegalese, I will not get him. But if Gambian, definitely I will get him. So I had some squad mates there, and our rapport was definitely excellent.
Thank you very much.
Yes, thank you. One of the reasons why you are here is to absolutely make it clear what happened to this motorbike and what happened to the case, because there are two cases. The ship where, two of them died. One of them was okay, that was returned to the owner. But the two ships that died belonged to a lady. Do you remember the lady's name?
No.
And then when you are saying you told them to bring the bike,
Yes.
they said you told them to bring the bike.
Yes, that's true.
And because they have confidence in you,
Yes,
just like you said,
yes.
that when they give you the bike, they will get justice. But they don't trust the Sarangay police that when they give the bike to them, they will have justice. And justice means for at least the lady to have some compensation, because at least the person who took the ship, now listen,
No,
the
I'm
person who
listening.
took the ship,
Yes.
is the one who is losing the bike. So for the ordinary person, is thinking that when this case is going to court, at least the lady who loses the ship will get justice, at least some compensation. And it is on the basis of that confidence that they have in you, that's why they willingly brought the bike without any force. Is that not correct?
Yeah, that might be correct. But let me tell you one thing.
No, is that...
That may be right. I'm not going to confirm that directly, but because I have some other things to add or reduce from the lot.
Okay.
You understand me?
Yeah.
See, it was not Commissioner Famara Jallo to compensate the lady.
No, I understand.
I'm coming.
Allow me.
I'm coming. Famara Jallo was an authority and a very competent authority in URR. You understand me? All what I need to do is, now that they don't have confidence on this other tool, I bring them to another level. Despite it is not me to go and investigate. It is at the level of the station officer. I talked to the station officer and the deputy commissioner to say, investigate this case. Give them their reference number. If you have any doubt, don't come to farmer because I may not be there. Go to the station officer who will explain. It was they themselves to investigate and put, if they feel that there is a case, they take it to court. If they feel there is nothing, they can say always, now go and take your civil action. For example, for the compensation, that is not for farmer and not for the police to say you are going to be compensated. Because now, who are you going to court with? The accused person is not known, he is nowhere to be seen. Now, who are you going to court with? By that, if there would be any compensation, the police who I left we are supposed to, at least after the expiration of 90 days, let it be treated as found property and put it before the court. Then the court to decide. If the court agree that this motorcycle should be sold, then this percentage would go to the lady. And all that is not for Farmer Jallo, it's for the court and the station officer there. Cases going to the court is not for Farmer, and mostly they don't pass through Farmer. I intervene because this is a lady, and that definitely for that side, there has been so many trouble, but whenever I talk, they are going to listen to me. So this is why I say, no, you cannot do it just like that. Come, let me explain to you. Not what I want, it's what the law wants, the law, Gambia law. That you cannot handle this thing in your compound. Take it to the police. This is as a found property. And it will be investigated. Now, if the police there did not investigate, then definitely there will not be a problem for Farmer Jallo.
Yes,
Supplementary question.
Yes, that's for me. I understand. I'm just giving you the version because we saw them, we met them. Their version is that the reason why they give you the motorcycle is based on that confidence, personally on you, as well as why you want to take it. Now, would you be surprised to know that where you left it?
It was put there.
Well, I don't know where it is. But where you left it, as far as
It
the
did not go nowhere.
as far as the victims are concerned,
Yes.
where you left it is where it is still. And in fact, they don't know where the motorbike is, and they don't know anything about the case. And they have never been called to court to give evidence or anything. So as far as they are concerned, you know, they are in fact worse now than when they do give the
I know. Anyway, definitely, if that happened, it's just unfortunate, and it should not be like that. Because at the end of the day, you see, if you are doing a job which you don't like, obviously you are going to do it haphazardly.
Yes, of course.
And there are some people putting on uniform. Maybe accidentally they don't like the job. They are only waiting for salary. They're dragging their feet. But if that was not the case, at the level of a station officer, at ASP, and this thing is handed, you should be able to investigate, knowing that you were not even born in that catchment area. But it's because of the welfare of those people that brought you to that area, then you should be able to do the right thing. Because let me tell you one thing. I want, whenever I die, let me go to Arjana. And I am looking for Arjana in this job. And I will get it. If you are doing what is requested, what is required of you, definitely if you die, you are going to Arjana. Doing this job correctly tantamount to worshiping God. And this is what I am. I will do it until when I know I cannot do it, I will leave. Or until when I die. This is my stand.
Thank you very much. Okay, for that supplementary, I was thinking that one.
Sorry, just, you know, this is a trend. The Commissioner Dabo, former Commissioner Dabo was here. You watch his video.
No, I did not.
You know,
I don't watch TV.
You don't watch.
No, I don't watch TV.
Anyway, what he said was that this cattle theft was a long-standing issue in Duara, and it has not been solved, even before him. And you were before him.
Yes.
But that way is saying, if all those who were before him could not solve the cattle theft. And there is an individual there. I don't know whether you know him. Do you know, or by any accident, come across a name, Gajiko, Amadou Gajiko? Do you know Alhaji Sise, a butcher in Basse?
I don't know no butcher in Basse.
don't know.
I have less to do with them. If they give you meat, they'll go and rob some people and expect you to pardon them. So I don't, if I want to eat meat, I know where to get it, I'll buy it.
But do they give meat
To me?
No, to the Basse police station.
I would not know because between my office and the Basse police station is almost a kilometer.
Yeah.
And my office, my residence to Basse police station is almost a kilometer and a half.
Yeah.
You understand me? So they run this station.
Yeah.
But if Dabo is saying that, let me help you one.
Yeah.
Then I doubt it. I think he may have a mistake. Just recently, there have been so many delegations to the police headquarters for Farmer Jallo to be returned to Basse because the criminal activities are much. You understand me? A delegation came led by a minister to the Inspector General of Police, late. He called me, I said, I am not going. If you force me to go, you own the job, I am going to resign. And this is what I was going to do. Today, I am the most senior police commissioner in the Gambia here. There are junior commissioners to be sent far in the provinces. I sit down and an elderly man like me, cooking for myself, I say, I will not go. He said, you are in order. And other delegation came. Mostly when they started about this slave issue, because they can only, if they cannot hear your language, but Farmer Jallo, when I talk to God and every Basse people, they will know that. So, if he is saying that it has been there for long, let me tell you one thing. Maybe in some occasions. But when it was announced the last time that Farmer Jallo is going on transfer to Basse, so many people went to the border just to wait. If it is confirmed Farmer is coming, they are in Jaube. Yes. Honorable, I know how to deal with a criminal. You understand me? So, you see, even at home, the children and your wife must say, send Papa, now your father is coming, and they start to tune up. If that fear is not there, then you are meaningless in the compound.
Commissioner is just sounding like a police station.
No, you see,
No, it's okay. The building used to be very unfriendly, but today it's much better. So we can loud and clear. Commissioner,
yes, sir.
you've made mention of the issue of butchers there giving meat to officers. Would you like to shed more light to that? What do you mean by that?
Me?
Yeah.
No, I did not say that.
Yeah, please. In addition to your question, the moment you asked him about butchers, then he just jumped. I don't know them because if you know them, they will give out meat, or if they are giving meat, they will do that. So that is what doubts me. So can you add more onto what?
I can make it very clear, Honorable.
Please.
Very clear. Here, everything here would be very clear. See, every day, Honorable is giving me fish. He got off fish and give it to me. Tomorrow, Honorable is going to slap Honorable Ma and say, yes, let me tell you one thing. When I get to Basse, you know what was happening? Mbe Sambala police, I will take you to the police and I will leave you there. This is what I met in Basse. Even my born father and mother cannot go and offend the law, and they want to go away with it. Because I swear on oath that I am going to do it right. And it was as a result of that anybody who go and commit an offense because you know a police officer, if you don't mind, you will pay the highest price. This is the stand that I took. So this is why I don't want to be knowing those butchers. I have a very good salary. Honorable members, you know that my salary is good. So I can buy meat from my that salary. So you cannot auction me. You cannot buy me.
Does that happen?
No. Sorry, that's normal parliamentary. At times we can inject.
No, I'm fine.
Does that happen?
No, because Honorable, the information we have.
No,
Whatsoever information, ask me, I will talk.
He is one. If he finishes, you ask
Yeah.
gradually.
What I'm saying is that the information we have, maybe it will surprise you, that Ahmed Gadibo, a butcher in Wulli East, confirmed to us that he actually dished out meat
To who?
to the police. And he said almost all the police are his friends. Or almost all the police.
Almost all.
And he willingly dished out this meat to the police. And when we get to Sarangai, the police also confirmed such a thing, that he actually gives out. And when Mr. Davo came here, he actually confirmed that meat has been given to the police by these creatures. So the people on the ground believe that because these people are dependent on the butchers for the meat, for their survival, they cannot actually take any concrete action against them when they offend the law.
So, Honorable, this is why I am against that statement. Look, every monkey has a way of carrying her young ones. Some under the stomach, some on behind. Yes. You understand me? If some police officers are doing it in that way, maybe that is the way they want to do it, though it's not in line with the law. And I am not aware, because when I am aware, this is why I left the combo here and went to Basse, and it's very hot in Basse. I don't like staying there. So I need to do the right thing and finish with everything. So I will not completely sit before this committee here and say he or they were not giving meat to Basse, because I was not aware. I have never seen it. But I say, I will not do it, and I will not condone it. And even if they must have given 10 bulls to the station officer there, and the accused person land in my hands, I will make sure that I remand him to custody. I will make sure that he is remanded.
Yeah, Chair, please. I just want to. I want to tell Mr. Jan, I don't know whether he would accept that you've made a slight error when the villagers told you that they don't trust Sarangai, and Sarangai is their immediate station, but they have no trust for those people. As a commissioner of the region, I would have thought that you would take that seriously, look into it, and know why these people don't. Because if they don't trust the police, they cannot work with those police. And when they don't work with that police station, it means that it will be very difficult to create peace in that region. So I would have thought that as a very experienced officer,
yeah,
you would have taken that up and really inquire into why, and in fact maybe after your inquiry address that. But you've not done that. You've just left it. They don't trust them, so they don't trust them.
He's asking whether did you do anything about to inquire?
About the lack of confidence in the police.
Yes.
No, I didn't.
No, he said he did not. So I'm telling
No.
you, he's made an error. Don't you think that?
Honorable, I think I said
accept
something
the error?
here. I said, I'm going to say the truth, and nothing else but the truth.
Yes.
If I done it, I would say yes, I did.
I accept
If I did not, the human being is the human being. Of course, it should have been like that, but I did not. But yes, still, again, I wanted to please that civilian. Now that they don't have confidence, but I said, no, okay, now me, I will do something there. I will hand it over to somebody who definitely me, I have trust in. It could have been on the other way around, the way he explained, but I did not, definitely.
Now, and eventually, you will have been, or you are very disappointed that the expected justice was not achieved at the end of the day.
Yes.
Is that correct?
Definitely, yes.
And not only that, yeah.
Maybe if you just said that, whatever you forget this question, just bear me with it, just note it down.
Because it's connected.
Unless he permits me.
That's a very question that
Just give
I
me.
wanted to ask. His last question.
That's what you wanted.
Exactly, yes.
Now, because I want to tell Mr. Jalno again that because of that mistake, I believe those same police officers, especially a guy called Mandafa. Do you know Mandafa?
Yes.
Yes, a guy called Mandafa, who is the officer, CID officer, who is responsible for investigations, is in link with the key person who is supposed to be the ringleader of all the cattle thieves in that area. And up to now, that ringleader is still doing unlawful activities in that region. But nothing can come out of it because Mandafa, who you left behind, who the people don't trust, is still at Sarangai, and nothing has come out of that. And people believe that because the police could not do anything, then therefore government is colliding with the thieves,
The criminals and the police.
and the thieves are linking with the police, and they are disregarding the lives of the people. That's the feeling there.
Yes, that must be the feeling. But there are some things that I can do,
Yes.
and there are some things that I cannot do.
Yeah.
Mandafa, I can fully remember him.
Yeah.
That he was in one of, I think he was at Bagadaji or Sarengai. So Bagadaji first, when he had problem with the MP, one so, something so, and he called, and I wrote, because I cannot transfer, I wrote to the police headquarters for him to be transferred and to be taken out of the region. You understand me? You know what next? Mandafa was transferred, I want to believe, from Bagadaji to Sarengai. Because the transfers would come from the head office here. If I want to transfer, I am going to write to the headquarters requesting that you need to be transferred.
Yes.
And if approved there, they will publish it in force order. And this is what I can do. And I did that.
You mean
I wrote for Mandafa to be transferred.
when he was at Baghdad?
Yes, because he had problem with one member of parliament.
Yeah. You have it.
Or I think the other witnesses available, if just some of the last few questions, and then SMS at your end. Yes, probably we can entertain.
Just
few
want to,
questions.
since the issue of motorbike
Yes.
is not solved, what information can he give us to help us? Because when we went to Basel, you remember, the SO, or is it the SO, the assistant commissioner,
Commissioner, yes.
said he does not know where the motorbike is. And he does not know anything about that story. So it looks like the whole situation is lost.
That may be the case. If it was not handed over to him, and nobody ever spoke to him about that motorbike school, so definitely he cannot answer any question. This is why I say Omar Dabo cannot answer nothing about that motorbike school because he was not there. Famara Jallo was there. And with what I have did is exactly what I told you here.
No, we asked Famara Jallo because Famara Jallo came after you.
No, I'm Famara Jallo.
No, I mean Dabo came after you.
No, Dabo did not come after me.
Somebody came after you.
Yes. I did not hand over to Dabo.
Dabo came after that person.
I want to believe. But Dabo did not come after me. It was Sankare.
Yeah, but it's still the same station. You left there, somebody came.
It's the same region.
Yeah, it's the same. It's not the same station.
No, region.
Sorry, if I just interject here. I think our interest is from his experience, what do you think could be done to enable us have access to the right information so that we can post?
Yes.
What would you advise?
That's a question, yes.
Anyway, again, I don't want to tell lies.
Well, you cannot advise anything?
No.
Because the reason why I want a chair, the reason why I want to ask him, because when we went to Basse, the assistant commissioner said, you are his boss. And he cannot investigate you. He will not say anything about the motorbike. You are the only one who can shed light on that. That's what he said.
No.
So that's why I feel that he should help us, really.
Let me tell you one thing. Huh?
Chair.
All right. The question is, what can you advise as a way forward? Because we are interested in this issue. Then I'll come back.
Anyway, it will be very difficult for me to advise because hadn't been that this man is not sick, then he was the station officer. They are the custodians of exhibits. Commissioners don't keep exhibits. Everything is kept at the level of the station officer, and the matter and the exhibit all were handed over the station officer. If he did not do what was requested of him, then until at this level, it will be very difficult for me to say, where is that motorbike? Maybe when a police officer has taken it, or somebody has sold it, all is possible.
Commissioner, let me ask. Yes. Sorry to cut you. It was your responsibility as the top man to ensure the right thing is done. And you told this committee that you told the SO to book it, and you understand he has done.
Yes.
What happened if he has not done? Would that mean that you have failed in your responsibility as the overall man because you have survived to make sure it's done? Is that correct?
No, sir, it's not correct.
Can we react to this?
The station officer is in charge of the police station and the entire whatsoever it goes with. The men, the exhibits and everything. If somebody is not satisfied and come to me, I refer you to the station officer and say, look, this person is not satisfied with what had happened.
No, let me reframe my question. It was as part of your responsibilities as a top man to make sure your juniors do the right thing. And one of those things actually is to do the bookings that you said.
Yes.
And you told us that you asked him to do it, and you are of non-opinion, you believe that he did it.
Yes.
He did it. I'm now putting to you, if he had not done, because your job is to make sure he did it,
yes,
would it be a failure of your responsibility because you have so much to make sure it's down?
No, it would not be a failure of my responsibility because the station officer is working under the officer commanding, OC, who is to supervise the station officer. I have given my instruction. Now it is left to him to make sure that he does the correct thing.
And that one is also under you. You are the top man?
Yes, I'm the toughest man.
You are the toughest man, exactly. So the man next to you also supposed to do a job.
Yes.
The next one is supposed to do, if they don't do, we blame the president for the country's failure.
No. You only have to blame.
Sorry, is it you? Yeah, I saw your hand over there.
I was just trying to say, since he gave the instructions, he instructed that the direct reference number should be given to the complainant, and then the investigations would then continue. So at this moment, he left, but then I'm not very sure whether the complainant might still have the reference number. if that is available, then probably the motorcycle could be, retrieved or recovered from the police station. You know, when we went to Basel, there are tens and tens and tens of motorcycles around there. And I know, obviously, any such article could be used as evidence, a motorcycle, an evidence, to be taken to court at the end of the day. So I'm not sure whether the Honorable could also help us here, if the person can be contacted to see whether they can trace the reference number. Because the station officer who was there, I understand, has now retired, and he's seriously ill, and he's inaccessible at the moment. Is it? So if at all there is this possibility of having that reference number, that might be of great help. Because when we went to Basel, if we had known that a reference number was issued to the complainant, probably we would make follow-ups and then, try to trace.
That's the level of the committee to progress from that. But let's fight for this.
Yes, I just wanted for the records, if you can tell us when he was redeployed from Basel, where was he posted? When he was moved from Basel, where was he posted?
So do you get him?
Yes, I get him fully. The first time when I was deployed, my first posting, I was taken to the police training school. Not to Yundum, West Coast, then to the training school after 2 months. For this last one, from Basse, Director West Coast as commissioner.
Yes, I just want to add on to what SMS Jallo was saying, that the reference number that was given to this complainant, whether the police also can trace it out, because the person in charge that time, even if the guy is not there, but the police diary is there, they can trace it out and see. Yeah.
Would you advise us to ask for that particular book? Or every 5
Yes,
years they want them now, or they told them what's
it would be easier from the complainant, because almost at the level of the police station, if the station is busy, every day, every 1 week or so, you change a diary. And this is, we are talking of years. And this, if you want to go from one diary to another, from one relief to another, that will be too long. And in fact, we don't know the date or the month of the year, where we can just jump and quote. It was 2001.
It's when he was there in 2018. Yeah. It's early 2018 when he was there. He left there early 2018.
Something like that.
Yes, so it's just 3 years.
I think the police are the only one who are in a better position to look for this.
That time is roughly when, I don't remember, you said it's 2016, 17?
18.
This was after the political impasse.
After the impasse.
Yes, yes. This was maybe 17.
No, when you handed over, when you handed over.
Okay, when I handed over.
Yes, 2016, 2017?
2018.
No, 2018 I want.
When you handed over?
Yes.
He left
No,
early 2018.
I cannot remember.
Okay, final question.
Yeah, just because all the cases are existing. Just that, like when you call those people to kill, and you instructed the issue to take those details, and later on you said a duration of 1 month also, if I get you, that you were transferred. So between that, before you were transferred and the time you told those people to do this issue, within that 1 month, have anything significant happened with regards to this case? So what that might also help?
Not at my level. You see, in handing and taking over, when the station officer is transferred, he hand over to the next to the incoming station. Now, and when he is handing over, he's going to hand over his table, his chair, and the men, people working under him. Not anything under my office there. If I am handing over to anybody, I will not hand over exhibits that are at the level of the station. No. I can hand over to say, you have this number of stations within the region, and these are the station officers. In the office, these are the what we have, your table, your fridge, your chair, your whatsoever, and my resident also is a government resident, and I go there, hand over this and this, period. But what is at the level of this station, that handing and taking over has nothing to do with me.
Thank you very much, Commissioner. It's been a
Hello.
long day.
I am still here. If you can ask more questions.
So we thank you. So we do appreciate.
But notwithstanding, still now, I will try to be of help. I will see whether I can, if you can give me the name of the lady, not her number. What is this? What? If I get the number, the name of the lady, I don't want her number even.
Okay.
Let me try to find out in my own way whether I can have something.
That's very kind of you.
So in case I have anything,
You left with the committee. The
for
clerk,
sure.
the clerk will-
Yeah, I have his number now.
We do appreciate that gesture.
No, for sure I will
we
be.
do
The
appreciate
name of
that.
the lady is Sukuta Java. That's the name of the lady. The owner of the two sheep should cover.
Which Sare?
Should cover.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, actually, for the last bit of the session about your intention to help. That's very, very important. Imagine that poor lady having to lose 2 sheep or 3. Actually, I think that's very, very disheartening. Actually, but then, what do we do as a committee? We do not bring you here to find out your fault. Or
No, I know.
We don't.
I have no objection.
We have a responsibility, as you have a responsibility, that we all owe this Gambia a responsibility. And our job is to find out the facts. Write a report which will include our opinion and our recommendation to the plenary. Plenary means the whole session of the National Assembly that will look into a report and agree or disagree. Once agreed, it becomes a document of the National Assembly. And any issue that requires redress will be referred to any relevant authority to do so. So that's purposely what our job is, and not to find your faults or which one.
Honorable, I appreciate.
We
To
thank
God.
you so much
Eh?
for speaking.
I am very comfortable. And not even with that. With any other thing that you want to know, if only in my side, call me. Honorable, me, I'm a very strong man. To God and a strong man.
Perhaps this could not be the end. If the opinion of the committee we feel that we need to call you back for further information, we will do so. Or where necessary, we will give you a call for further information. On that note, I'm pleased to bring this meeting to an end and we pray. Thank you very much. I think you have
But I'll leave it here. My name.
My in-laws are very, very careful to say the full.
Yeah.
They want to sign this death warrant.
Well, come and tell me something clear. Yes.
Okay. Thank you very much. That's the end of the testimony or the investigation regarding Commissioner Famara Jallo. Next is the IGP that will come before the committee. So I will end this video here. Wait for the IGP to be here. So next is the Inspector General of Police who will testify regarding this Wulli incident. It could be recalled that the Animal Protection Unit of Wulli have a petition the police department for failing to protect them as protect their lives and properties, and they feel like the police department are not doing the right thing, and they have petitioned them to the National Assembly Petition Commission, and we have seen various commissioners that were in the region testifying before the committee. And Commissioner Famara Jallo is here now. We are expecting the IGP who should come and testify, but we learned that the IGP is not there. It is the deputy IG that will come.
No, especially the Yeti Jallos are very strong. The Yeti Jallos are very strong.